Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RightOn. How's it going? We have Ethan, we have Jack, we have Siani, rather ready to battle it out in episode number 2. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, we had the first episode in our Tournament of Champions style bracket, and today we're back at it today with another themed episode, this time for Black History Month. All right, before we get started, I'm going to ask each of our contestants to say a little bit about themselves, a little bit. First up, we have Jack.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jack, and I am a college student at Ithaca College that is in upstate New York, and my major is television radio. Particularly, I focus on the television side of it, where I produce a show called The Rest is History, and it's about interviewing historical figures. It's just kind of a silly little show that I work on at my college, and it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome how you're taking history and kind of morphing it into something else. It's awesome.
For sure.
Ethan, what about you? Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ethan Whiting. I've grown up in the Philly area for all my life, and I am currently a sophomore at Drexel University, learning game design and production. And right now, I am working on a small team of people to create games for a upcoming game jam.
Game jam, game shows. You're on this one. Games everywhere. Siani, what about you?
Hi, I'm Siani. I'm a second-year student at Drexel also. My major is marketing and management informational systems. And I guess I like to bake a lot, so I'm not really into that much of games, but I do cook a lot.
Hey, cooking and baking. I love it. I'm trying to do more of that too. All right. Before we dive into the show, let's hear a little bit of video about how the game works. Let's take a look.
As a quick reminder, our audience and each of our contestants will be given the same questions. Everyone's job is to try and select the correct answer and not be fooled by the trick answers. The contestants will answer the question and reveal their choices at the same time. If a contestant gets the answer right, they'll earn some points. Even if a contestant gets the answer wrong, they still have a chance to stay in the game. When the audience votes are revealed, contestants earn points based on what percentage of the audience voted for the same answer. If a contestant voted for a wrong answer that a large amount of the audience voted for, the contestant will receive a heaping helping of points. So, if you're a contestant, don't worry about getting an answer wrong. The audience just might have your back. For everyone at home, if you haven't already logged into our voting platform, please log in using the code at the bottom of the screen.
Awesome. That code that you just saw there is also in the YouTube description. So go to Pear Deck and check that out. 2 weeks ago, we had Tyson, Burhan, and Vincent battle it out on a food-themed episode. Tyson came away with the win in the wager at the last question, and he'll be joining one of you all in March 22nd. So enough chit-chat. Question 1, let's go. Born in Philadelphia, what Black leader once said, "Money and success don't change people, they merely amplify what is already there." Sounds like something one of my parents would say. A, Tupac Shakur, B, Will Smith, C, Samuel L. Jackson, or D, Denzel Washington. All right, 30 seconds to vote. No, what am I saying? 10 seconds to vote. Let's go. All right, hold up your screens. Let's see what you got. Siani went with A, Ethan D, and Jack A. All right. Siani went with A. All right. Let's check in and see which of you are actually right for this round. The correct answer was actually B, Will Smith. So here we go. Will Smith, taking this straight from his Wikipedia page, of course, it's the best source of information, is an American actor, rapper, and film producer, but you may not know they founded a private elementary school in Calabasas, California in 2010. Interesting stuff. Siani, I'm going to start with you. You went with option number A. Tell me why you went with it.
It sounded like something Tupac would say.
Yeah, I mean, you know the person. We just want to see like which of these four like maybe sounds the best. Ethan, what about you? You went with option choice number D.
I didn't think it was Tupac. I think I know how Samuel L. Jackson would talk. This didn't take me as a Will Smith quote, but I know Will Smith can get a little introspective sometimes, so I guess I should have got that.
That's true. We gotta look at the personality traits as well. Jack, you also went with option number. What am I saying? Number option A. Let's hear.
Yeah. Admittedly, it was a bit of a guess, and I was just thinking that I recognize all the others as actors, I believe, and I guess I, especially, I just didn't know. I just wasn't sure. Kind of guessed a bit. Not as familiar
Okay.
with too many people.
Awesome. Okay. While we have a moment, I just want to quickly explain that since you all didn't get this question right, you will get the of the audience that voted for your answer. So audience members at home, we're emphasizing not getting a question. Well, obviously you want to get the question right, but we're destigmatizing incorrect answers here, making sure everybody understands like that it's not just about getting the right answer, it's about also understanding the concept. So that's really important here as well. I know you're all into like game design and like production. I've heard a lot about that. For this game show specifically, are there any I guess questions that you'd like to see, like topics that you are familiar with Black History Month, and then other topics that you might not be so familiar with? Anybody have any thoughts on that?
I think I'm just interested to kind of learn more. I know
Yeah.
I hope these questions kind of teach me a bit more.
Yeah, awesome. Black History Month, I feel, speaking from my own perspective here, is a chance for like me specifically to like get to know about like the culture and like also like what has happened in our country. But then also it's really important to emphasize. We read an article a few weeks back that it's not just meant to be a 1 month long thing. And then sometimes with education we get into that, but we're meant to spread it out throughout the entire year. And this is just like a focal point of it. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see the audience voting results. Here we go. All right. So D, Denzel Washington, with 50% of the audience voting for it. So that would be Ethan getting 50 points. Samuel L. Jackson, 25%. Will Smith, 25%. And Tupac getting no points. So after the first round, it looks like Ethan is going to be in the lead. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Ethan is going to be in the lead with I think 50 points, maybe 25. We'll get a check on that. And then Jack and Siani with 0 points, but still plenty of chances to get back in the game. All right, let's head to question 2. Who was the first African-American woman to refuse to move from her seat on the bus in March 1955? Was it A, Joanne Robinson, B, Rosa Parks, C, Ruby Bridges, or D, Claudette Colvin? 10 seconds to vote. Second question, let's get it. All right, let's see your results. Everybody going with Rosa Parks, and that was a trap answer. So let's check out the voting results. It was actually D, Colvin. It's most commonly known that in what was it? I have the date down here. 1955. Rosa Parks had that famous incident in Montgomery, refusing to get out of her seat on a bus. But it's actually Colvin coming back from high school one day who did it herself along with a group of other people. And it's less commonly known. She was like fined on the side, arrested by 2 police officers. But because Parks's incident like went to court in general, her case is more commonly known. So I assume that's the reason, like, why all of you went with it, but still, let's understand. Siani, why do you go with Rosa Parks? What's your answer?
I knew it wasn't Rosa Parks, but I didn't remember the actual first name. So I was just like, you know what? If the audience is probably going to choose Rosa Parks too, so why not?
Yeah. Okay. So there's some strategy here already. Okay. Jack, what do you go with? Well, you went with Parks, but why?
Yeah, I guess I figured that it probably was a trick answer that it was Rosa Parks because it specifically even says first. I just
Yeah.
wasn't familiar. I didn't know, so I just went for
Well, the
that.
common answer. Yeah. Ethan, what about you?
Yeah, it's about the same story for me. Rosa Parks is a familiar name. I knew it couldn't have been that easy, but yeah, I was banking on popularity there.
Okay. So we're going to see if the audience votes were able to bail you out this time. We're 0 for 2 so far. Hopefully that'll change. Let's see the voting results for question 2. So D, we're going to start with how many people got the correct answer. Okay, 0%. C, Ruby Bridges, 0%. The moment of truth. B, Rosa Parks, 89%. Oh, wait. Not everybody. Okay, and then A, Joanne Robinson, 11%. Okay. So instead of you all getting 100, doesn't really matter. You all are going to get 89 points to add to your total. So checking out the leaderboard after question 2, Ethan is in the lead. We fixed 50 points. So Ethan has 139, Jack and Siani at 89 points as we head to question number 3. Rolling along. Washington Carver was known for being a scientist who made 300 products using peanuts, including soap, skin lotion, and blank. Was it A, shaving cream, B, beanbag stuffing, C, shoe polish, or D, peanut butter? 10 seconds to vote for question number 3. Let's go. George Washington Carver for question 3. Let's see. Peanut butter, shoe polish, and peanut butter. Oh, gosh. Well, we're 0 for 3 so far. It's okay. Let's check out the correct answer for this question. It was actually A, shaving cream. So George Washington Carver made a lot of products using peanuts, including medicines in like antiseptics. I'm not sure how that would go in the modern medicine system today. Peanuts using to make medicine. But we'll see. Even like in schools with so many people allergic to peanuts, I don't know how this would go over well, but apparently it went over okay in his day. Siani, you went with D, peanut butter. Am I correct?
Yeah. Again, the audience, the majority. I figured, everyone knows George Washington Carver for peanut butter or peanuts, so why not just say peanut butter?
Awesome. I like it. Again, going with the audience, seeing how we can earn the most points. Okay. Jack, let's hear your reasoning too.
Yeah, now honestly, I just want to say I thought that shaving cream definitely fit along with soap and skin lotion, so I actually thought that was the false answer, and that's why I decided I got into my own head a little bit there, and that's why I went for the shoe polish, just because I thought it sounded a little more out there, and who knows,
That makes sense. You think peanuts could be used for shoe polish? Honestly, with the other things that's
These
on
are
this
all
list,
kind of weird.
I
Yeah.
could see it. Yeah. Well, maybe question 2 got in your head a little bit with the correct answer. Ethan, what about you? Also going with peanut butter.
I knew he was famous for peanuts. I didn't know much past that, so I thought peanut butter was kind of like the next logical step, but obviously that was not it.
He actually did develop a peanut butter, just he wasn't the one to invent it. So I guess he kind of took someone's idea and like kind of used it a little bit, but didn't make it himself specifically. I wonder why no beanbag stuffing on this list. Does that kind of seem like a completely odd answer? Like we definitely don't want to pick it?
Yeah, I don't think beanbags are a very old invention. So
You don't
I
think
would.
Carver played around with beanbags?
Oh, I don't know. Big shaving cream man, apparently though. So
I mean, that shaving cream picture, I did the graphics, by the way. It's like not a great
great
graphic. But
graphics.
the shaving cream here was not the one that Carver created, I'm assuming. Shoe polish is an interesting answer here, kind of like on around the same, I guess, realm scope as shoe polish also. How are we feeling after question 3?
A little scared for question 4, but otherwise doing
We're
good.
over 3. We got to get one of you to get a correct answer here.
Odds
It's
are
gonna
we
happen.
will. Yeah.
I hope so. All right. Yeah, we're getting along well. Let's see the voting results for question number 3. D, peanut butter. 60% of the audience going for that one. So Ethan and Siani will get 60 points. C, shoe polish, 20 points for Jack for this round. B, beanbag stuffing, 10%. Okay. And then A, shaving cream, also 10%. Okay, so the audience also a little flummoxed. It's a good word there. Flummoxed. Through 3 rounds. All right. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Ethan still leading, Siani and Jack in striking distance as we head to question number 4. Here we go. Who is the first Black candidate to run for the U.S. president to come from a major party? Was it A, Jesse Jackson, B, Frederick Douglass, C, Shirley Chisholm, or D, Barack Obama? 10 seconds to vote for question number 4. Let's see what you come up with. Question number 4. I'm hoping one of you guys gets this. Okay, let's see. B, Frederick Douglass, B, Frederick Douglass. And Ethan got it. So we got our first hit through 4 rounds. It was Shirley Chisholm. She was actually also the first woman to be nominated from the Democratic Party, which is interesting. So she's setting records on both fronts there. She represented New York's 12th congressional district also from 1969 to 1983. So certainly an influential leader in the space of presidents and like congressional districts in politics. All right, start with Ethan. You got it right. Let me know why.
I just knew this one.
Hey.
Yeah. So I follow like anyone know Mr. Beat out there? He's like that history teacher on YouTube. He did a video on this once. It just kind of stuck in there, so we knew this one.
Nice. Okay. Well, I said last time on the show that YouTube is apparently helping with some knowledge, and I guess that's same for today too. Jack, who'd you go with? Well, I think you went with Frederick Douglass, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I will just say politics are not my forte, and that's my reasoning. It was completely a guess. So, I went for it.
It's okay. Even if we're not getting them right, at least we're learning like some answers, and these are tricky questions too. Siani, what about you? You went with Frederick Douglass also.
I honestly just chose a random answer and went with it. Yeah.
Okay. These questions, I mean, I think we did a good job coming up with the questions this time. Apparently last time we were too easy. We're in the 400 point mark for Tyson. So I'm hoping it's a little, I guess, balanced this time. All right, tricky question. Let's see if the audience managed to come up with the answer. Ethan, by the way, for this question gets 100 points. So D, Barack Obama, 10%. Okay. Then C, for the correct answer, 30% of the audience getting Shirley Chisholm. B, Frederick Douglass, 30% of the audience also getting that. So Jack and Siani will get 30 points. And then also for A, Jesse Jackson. All right. It's the final home stretch. It's question 5. Here we go with Ethan leading 299 points. 120 up on Siani and Jack. Okay. Question number 5. Still plenty of time to make up some time with the wagering section we'll have afterwards. Question 5. Which one of these African-American philanthropists traveled to Cuba and delivered over $1 million in medical aid? Was it A, Chadwick Boseman, B, Muhammad Ali, C, Morgan Freeman, or D, Oprah Winfrey? Final chance to vote. Let's get after it. I saw some very pensive looks as we were going through that question. All right, let's see what you all came up with for the final round. Muhammad Ali, and Oprah Winfrey. The correct answer for this one was Muhammad Ali. He he went to Cuba, gave a bunch of money in medical aid. It's actually interesting that when he returned from the United States after winning his gold medal, he was actually denied entrance into a white only restaurant, which shows the extent, I guess, of racism in our country, even after like becoming such like a figure of that nature was not something I guess the country needs to be proud of. All right, Muhammad Ali, he's doing something amazing here. Great philanthropist in this aspect. Siani, why'd you go with it?
I actually watched the Muhammad Ali documentary about 20 times, so kind of knew that one. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. That documentary is very helpful for this question, and then also just in general about his life. Ethan, what about you?
So there's like a few reasons. Most of these people are like modern, so I feel like if they had done something like that, I would have heard about it with social media being how it is. But I also know Muhammad Ali was like a very kind of like that was just kind of the person he was, where he was philanthropic and kind of peaceful, and so yeah.
Awesome. And then Jack, you went with the Oprah Winfrey. Why'd you go with that?
I went with that because I know that Oprah is known for giving, like, being a philanthropist, giving things away. So I thought, why not? I wasn't familiar with the answer, so that was my educated guess.
Again, going back to earlier, like kind of looking at someone's personality, what they might do, even if we haven't heard of the specific thing they did. I think that's like great rationale there. All right, for question 5, there is a specific wagering section. You can wager up to the amount of points that you've earned so far. And, oh God. Okay, let's take a look about how the wagering section works with this quick graphic. Where is it? All right, okay, great. So we're going to have each of you can wager up to the total number of points that you've earned through round 4. And you're going to try to guess the most popular incorrect answer for this round. If you get it right, you can earn like your wager back. So if you wager 20 points, you're getting to get 20 points for getting it correctly. And then negative 20 points if you get it incorrectly. This obviously has a massive effect on the overall leaderboard. Tyson last week was the only person to get it correct, and he ended up winning the bet. All right. You all are familiar with this wagering. We're going to put a 2-minute timer up in the top right hand corner. And let's see what you come up with. Coming into this round, Ethan had 299, Siani 179, and Jack 139. 2-minute timer. Let's hear your wagering. Talk it out. Ethan, you're in the lead.
Oh,
what do you think?
I wish I was in a position where I did not have to do this wager, but seeing as Siani could pass me, I am going to have to take a wager. But I guess I want to see what everyone else is thinking.
You're 120 points up. Jack, what are we thinking? We're in the bottom here.
This game has not been my day, but that's why I think I just got to go big and I got to bet it all. I think that's what I'm doing no matter what anybody else is doing. Let's just go all in.
Are we finalizing that bet?
Oh yeah. I'm going all in
Jack
on this one.
is going all in. Final for this wager. That leaves Siani and Ethan. Oh, what answer are we going with? You have to pick an answer. Are you going with D as like the most popular answer because you picked it also?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Oprah. Let's do it. Oprah.
Okay.
Betting it
Jack
all.
is going D all in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's actually show the correct answer in that slide still. So Siani and Ethan know what to pick. Awesome.
Siani, what are you doing? What
I was thinking about wagering it all because it's a game at the end of the day. But at the same time, I'm really competitive and I cannot come in last place. So just to keep it, kind of safe, I'm gonna wager 130 points. So
Siani, I mean, that doesn't sound pretty safe to me, but 130 points. Which of the answers are you going with? 20 seconds left.
Probably gonna go with Oprah.
Oprah. Siani is going D for 130 points.
All right, I'm going
got 10
D for
seconds.
120.
Which one for 120?
D, Oprah.
Oprah. Okay, so everybody's going for Oprah. Ethan, to recap, as the time expires, Ethan is going for 120 points. Siani, 130. And then Jack is going all in with his 139 points. All right, we just did that. We need a quick second to calculate the results. How are we feeling as we go into the voting results here?
Great.
Mathematically, I can't lose.
We're
I
gonna see
know
what
that's why you
happens.
did that too. You like listen to what they said. It was like, oh, they both went with D. Is like, right? I mean, I guess congratulations. I think that's how it works, right? Like, yeah, because you're ahead and you bet less than everybody else. I guess
I'm
we'll
glad
see you guys.
everybody came along the Oprah train with me. Oprah all the
I
way.
mean, that's the problem with picking first, right? It's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
laid it all out there, and you kind of have to, right? Because you're
I
in
was
third
surprised,
place.
Jack. Jack, you went so into the answer so early.
Yeah, just gotta go for it.
Yeah, I respect
That's
that.
what you gotta do when you're in last place.
With the whole 90 seconds left on the clock, too. Oh, man. Siani, how are we feeling?
Feeling great, Doesn't hurt to come in second. Just not coming in last. That's the goal.
Okay. That's awesome. All right. The voting results are almost in. Ethan, you're going to be back here. It's a little anticlimactic way to finish. You're going to be back here in a couple of weeks. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Competing for the finale for the trophy.
I am excited. I'm gonna have to make sure I fit it into my schedule, but I am for sure excited.
We need to check beforehand. You'll be available. All right. Here is the final voting results with the final leaderboard as well. Going back to the question, Oprah Winfrey got 45 points. Let's see if that's the most popular incorrect answer. C, Morgan Freeman, 9 points. 9% of the audience going with that answer. Then we got B, Muhammad Ali, also 45% of the audience going for that, which looks like D is the most popular incorrect answer because A got no points. So you all hit on your wagers. You're all doing well. And Ethan is the winner. Let's check out the final results. Ethan, 539, Siani, 439, and Jack, 278. For
Good game.
Great game.
Awesome job,
Good
everybody.
game, guys.
You all hit on the final wager. Oprah, amazing guess. All right. Thanks everybody for playing today. Had a ton of fun. We'll be back in a couple of weeks for the third episode of our 4-part season. Ethan and the winner from last week's episode 2 weeks ago, Tyson, will be back for our final episode, assuming they're actually free. And thanks everybody for playing tonight. Have a great rest of your week. I am Ram with Siani, Ethan, and Jack signing off for now. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Ron.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.